see performance like that, does it make you think you don't need to make any more additions to this team?
No, when we take good afternoon. When we take a decision, it not depends on the one victory, one defeat. If today would have not been able to win the game, the question could have been different. So you need a midfielder. So when we take a decision, it's because we analyze apart from the results.
It's only 3 weeks since the World Cup final, but the team already looks as if they're mid-season. They're on a very high level. How is that after such kind of a short pre-season?
Well, first of all, on both sides, both players, 22 players or more than that, congratulations, because with that condition it's so complicated, the heat, so we could play a little bit later. But with more than 30 degrees, with that guys, Kyle Walker trained just 2 training sessions, and so it's complicated for all of them, but they are so competitor guys, and they are my prize, so it's just, hats off, because it's not easy to play with a short time. But of course, we work just 4 or 5 days thinking about the final. We prepared the final because we knew a little bit what Napoli last season, what Mauricio can do. Of course, we saw all games against Perth, Inter and Arsenal, and we tried to figure out what we could do in terms of with ball, without the ball. We would like to be more intense in the pressing, but it was impossible because the players was absolutely exhausted. And the second half, they felt a little bit comfortable. Of course, winning 2-0, it was easier. But in general, we made a good performance. I didn't expect that level in that period with the short training session, like, for example, Fernandinho, Sergio, most of them. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The guys who came back earlier, like Vini, like Bernardo, played an incredible performance, Bernardo Silva today. And so satisfied because, of course, it's a minor title. Everybody's going to Premier League or the FA Cup or the Champions League. But to play this title or this competition, you have to win or the Premier League or the FA Cup. So to play that competition is not easy. Once we are there, it's just to try, to be serious, to play strong in the hair. And we did it. And that's why we are satisfied, but still we are far away in the physical condition and in the way we want to play. In most cases, still we are far away. Players, they are in bad condition, and they have to training. And hopefully, this week we have 7 days, and the next week 7 days more. We can, take a little bit, increase our level.
Other than the physical condition, do you think you're in a good rhythm for the season because of all the work you're putting on the training pitch last season? I remember a company said that in training you didn't have to do any tactical work because they already knew what they had to do. Does that stand you in?
Well, in these 4 or 5 days, we didn't work absolutely nothing physicality, nothing. We just training and talk about tactic. That's all. What do we have to do? We don't have time to train in physicality. We want to arrive here with the legs fresh. If you train a lot, you arrive here exhausted with this heat and the opponent, no chance. It just we talk about, remember what we have done, the little details to face a team like Chelsea. That is what we have done. So and I think the physical condition come, day by day, playing games, training with the period. So it is what it is. So we don't have time. Okay, we adapt, and the best way is just focus in the final, in the set pieces, and the tactics, and offensive, defensive, against Chelsea. That is what we have done, and now with focus in Arsenal, and okay, training 2 sessions a day. The people, the players, some players, especially when they are far away, that we want, sooner or later, they're going to, regain his top form.
The second half of last season, it was mostly company and second place, though Spurs on the board. Does that suggest that's your long-term plan, or is that?
No. It's I know what happened when we have the quality of these 4 central defenders that we have. The guys who are going to play special, we're going to lose. Why didn't play that guys? They are going to pay everybody. I think Laporte was all the preseason. We trained more the dynamics, for the build-ups. and John was just 2 weeks off, and Otamendi was 4, so he lost a little bit power. Nico more than John, and John make an excellent World Cup, and today show again which personality he played. I was happy to see him the last 10-15 minutes like a holding midfielder, because if finally don't arrive any other player, I have to find a solution to play in that position, and John maybe can play there. So we will see. We will see what's going on in the future, but it was the decision for today. But the season, especially in the Premier League, there are huge amount of games, and everybody will be involved.
Could you give us the latest situation with Joe Hart, please?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No idea.
No, I didn't speak. Yeah, I know they are in touch, but I don't know it's already done, because I didn't speak with the club, with Chiqui. I didn't speak about Joe.
There's a real landmark for Sergio Aguero today, the 2 goal. Looked sharp, he could have maybe scored a couple more. Just your thoughts on him as a player for the club and his performance today?
Yeah, we were really impressed when he arrived. So Sergio always has a little bit for his physicality. Maybe he needs more time, to take his physical condition. But he arrived so sharp, so good. I think last season, before the World Cup, made a surgery operation with his knee, and he suffered the last previous years with a liver problem. And Ramon Cugat, the best doctor in the world, he made the perfect surgery, and now he feels free. And I think it's a good news for us for that season, because he scored 2 goals, create more chances. He could have scored 3 or 4 or 5. So that's good. I think him and with Gabriel, we have that position, good position.
And what do you make of Phil Foden's name? Do you think he's got a chance of playing this week?
Well, Phil is part of the team. So when you talk about Phil, it's like you speak like Gundogan, Kevin, David. So last season was the first season like train with us and play sometimes with us, some of the second team. And now it's more mature, and it's part of the first team. So when he deserves, we believe he had to play, he's going to play. It's good, because he's a Manchester City fan, he and his family, and the people love him, and he's a guy who in the pre-season play with a lot of heart and courage. He decided to stay in the pre-season, don't go to the national team, to have the field condition. That's why he deserves to play today, and he did it really well. He's a guy who's more time will be a football player from us for a long time. He did really well.
Just go ahead there, please.
Can you see the club signing any players before Thursday's deadline?
I don't know. We are trying, but if we would like to find maybe one more, because we don't have 2 specific players to substitute Fernandinho. And but if he doesn't come, he will not come anyone else, so will stay with us.
Are you close to anything? How close?
I don't know. I was focused in the final, so it's just 3-4 days, so we will know it.
Natalie.
What did you think about Mares, and what type of adjustments?
But I played good for the first day. The heat today was so tough, so demanding. But he needs more training. He needs to, what we need of him. But he arrived close to Marcos Alonso to create the chances. But today was so demanding for the players. So when you make an effort, you needed 3 or 4 or 5 minutes to recover, because it was so hot. But of course, in the pre-season states was outstanding, and he's going to help us.
Last couple of guys, Darren, please.
That motivation for your players and the way they worked hard today. Did you say in some ways that they motivated themselves, motivated by the work that Liverpool have done in the transfer market and Arsenal have done? Does that motivate you to?
No, well, of course, every club want to reduce the gap like we did last season. So we increased the levels of the Premier last season. So that's normal. It's happened for us last season. So I think the best motivated is that they see us, our staff. We are there. If they sleep, they will have problems with us, a lot of problems. and they compete. Everybody knows. John has to play good level because Vincent and Nico are there, and Nico and Vincent are going to play. They have to play good because the other ones are there. And in the high teams, in the top teams, when they play in all competitions, we need this kind of competition. For example, today, the performance from Bernardo Silva was a masterpiece. And everybody knows the wingers, if you want to compete right now, is Bernardo with 10 players more, right now. But in 11 months, it depends of what they show me on the pitch. Always I said the same to the players. You want to talk to me? On the green. There, green. They show me, talk there. And after that, when we are together, they are quite polite. When they leave, also they use the media and the books to write and to say things. But face to face, on the pitch. And in that moment, Bernardo is far away from the other guys, so that's why in that moment he plays.
Last one on the front, please, guys.
Regarding Bernardo, last season, De Bruyne and David Silva were pretty much removable from the team. Do you see Bernardo really challenging those two in that sort of role as opposed to a winger, which they play?
Definitely. Yes, in that position he can play also in right back, and sometimes we play in the false nine and play against Cardiff, for example, in the FA Cup. He played in a striker. He's so intelligent, he's clever, he's a fighter, competitor. I think he's the guy most beloved in our team, and today showed me a lot of things. He came back earlier, and that showed me again a lot of things, and that's why, one of the reasons why we won today, it was for many reasons. One of the reasons was Bernardo.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.